In 2001, 7 years before he would be elected sheriff of Indian River County, Deryl Lohr was a captain with the Florida Highway Patrol.
The captains of the districts would receive new troopers probably about twice a year.
That August, an Air Force veteran named Joe Bullock joined his ranks.
A fast learner, smart young man for sure. And I vividly recall when Trooper Bullock and his other classmates showed up at the Fort Pierce district, immediately recognized his sense and understanding of military law enforcement life.
The sheriff knew early on that Trooper Bullock was someone special and someone who could be counted on at a moment's notice.
In 04 and 05, through the hurricanes, I could depend on Trooper Bullock for almost any need. In fact, we would dispatch him to other places and other troopers throughout the state for other disasters. He was that guy that you could ask, Joe, I need you to take care of something. He would do it.
Trooper Bullock, who was shot and killed last week along I-95 in Martin County after pulling over to help a stranded motorist, spent nearly 20 years on the Treasure Coast, despite opportunities to move closer to family.
I recall when Trooper Bullock bought his first home in Port St. Lucie, how excited he was to come in and tell me about it. But he simply enjoyed working the streets of Martin and St. Lucie County and training some of the younger troopers.
Sheriff Lohr says he plans to meet with Trooper Bullock's family before the funeral Thursday to pay his respects in person and let them know what he meant to his community.
Popular among his peers, no doubt about it, certainly will be missed.
In Indian River County, John Shainman, WPTV, News Channel 5.
You heard the sheriff talk about Trooper Bullock's Port St. Lucie home, and many of the condolences written. There was one from a Port St. Lucie neighbor. They called Trooper Bullock Neighbor Joe, and in that condolence said he was the kind of person you met and you instantly wanted to be his friend. Another said he was a big Steelers friend. Yet another, what a great sense of humor. What a great human being. Again, the condolences pouring in, each one a snapshot about the mosaic of a man in the fullness of his life. A life so tragically cut short, but one tomorrow that will be remembered for all of its fullness, all of its vibrancy, a life whose spirit and dedication to honor, duty, and service will be forever remembered by the law enforcement men and women from around the state and indeed citizens who will gather to say goodbye. Reporting live from Sarasota National Cemetery, I'm Michael Williams, WPTV News Channel 5.
Michael, thank you. Here now a timeline for tomorrow's services for Trooper Bullock. A procession from the funeral home will begin at 8:45 in the morning. The memorial service for Trooper Bullock will be held at 11 at Bayside Community Church in Bradenton. A procession to Sarasota National Cemetery will begin at 1:15. An honors ceremony will be held at the cemetery, including the Honor Guard flag presentation, a 21-gun salute, a flyover, and last call. We will have complete coverage of the services for Trooper Bullock tomorrow, both on air and online at WPTV.com.